What's going on, my people? Welcome back to Israel's Movie Reviews, and today we're going to be discussing The Negotiator, starring Samuel Jackson and Kevin Spacey. This movie was back in the 90s, and this was a goodie. I remember seeing this with my father, and this movie really stands the test of time. It basically stars Samuel Jackson, who plays a top Chicago police negotiator in this one. And this is a tense and exciting suspense thriller. And one of those rare gems which turns up every few years or so to be forgotten by mainstream audiences. And which, it's loved by all of us, by those who have seen it. This movie for me is near perfect. It has a lengthy running time, but it never outstays its welcome. You come across a mixture of Die Hard and Dog Day Afternoon in this one. Very action-packed. In many scenes, the tension is worked up to breaking point as things get more and more out of hand as time progresses. Excellent performances also help to add to the entertainment level here. Occasionally, from Samuel Jackson as the negotiator turned hostage taker in this one. He's charismatic, likable, very intense in this particular role, and has the viewer rooting for him throughout. I was rooting for him throughout the movie. He had his reasons for doing what he did, and on top of that, you get a great performance from Kevin Spacey, who turns up and lends his usual cool charm to the proceedings of this movie, delighting the opportunities for his character to lose his temper at times and go off his rocker, so to speak. It's a nice supporting cast. It's also fleshed out. The supporting roles in this film were excellent, I believe. Paul Giamatti, David Morse, J.T. Walsh were, I think, casted perfectly in this movie. There are a couple of high-octane action sequences on occasion that appear throughout the movie. Might be a little cheesy at times, but this is mainly a thriller full of dialogue that lends its hands, and the dialogue is very necessary because it's not like they're talking about anything. No, every sentence, every plot in this film leads you to, if not the next scene, but what's coming. And, loads and loads of plot twists, characters who may or may not be innocent. As they first appear in the movie, throughout the film, you see who's on this guy's side, who's not, who plotted against him, who didn't know people were against them. I defy anybody to sit through this without getting engrossed in the expertly crafted story. It sucked me into it as a kid. Even now, rewatching it, the situation in this movie had me, kind of out of my seat still, and I already knew what was going to happen. It's definitely one of my favorites, if not of that decade of all time. It's crazy how you go from top cop to an outsider all of a sudden. This movie goes for outright action. Even though it's suspense, it's a thriller. But director F. Gary Gray, who was at this time was a music video producer, director, actually directed this film, and it shows. It was beautifully shot. Majority of the movie takes place in a building, and you see through the visuals how this movie was depicted in such a way where Chicago could be the background. Chicago is the background, but it could be a character in the movie. It was amazing. This movie is another one up there. I give it a 5 out of 5. I don't see any flaws from the opening credits to the ending credits. You're like, wow. Samuel Jackson is a legend. And this movie, I think, goes very underrated in his catalog. You know, sometimes you got to go to his catalog to see, damn, he's been in so many movies. But how many movies have he starred in where he was the main guy? It seems like he's the main guy in all his movies, right? But in this one, he's really a standout. So I recommend you go watch it. 5 out of 5. All right? Please, if you like this video, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and please share this video with others. It'll definitely help me and help our community here. And see you in the next one. Peace.